What is going on, guys? My name is Kane. I'm here with Josh,
Hey guys.
and welcome to Scape and Listen episode 10. Double
Yes.
digits.
God, yeah, it doesn't seem like we've done that many, but apparently we have. So
Apparently we have, yeah. YouTube tells us we have. This is just going to be a bit of a general one. It's not going to be a behind the scenes based one or a particular update. It's just going to be a general catch up, I guess you could say. And we're just going to talk about a few things.
yeah, we got a list of some stuff to cover.
Yep.
Not actually sure when the last one we did was. Looks like it was over a month ago.
It's been some
So
time.
yeah, Kane's covered a bit of what's happened in his vlog anyway, but
Yep.
we'll pretty much just touch up on the rest.
Yep. So the first bit of, I guess it would be news that we have for you guys is pretty exciting. It's pretty cool. It's a little thing called the VIP program. Now I'll let Josh elaborate a little bit more on it.
Well, the general gist is that Silent Core and Regicidal in their roles as, with Jagex have created some sort, it's like a group of video makers on YouTube and Twitch streamers.
Yep.
I think at the stage there is 25 streamers and 25 video makers, and pretty much just getting them in a group and looking to give them some additional bonuses in regards to content they can provide. So I know in the initial email it hasn't sort of I guess developed too far along yet. It's still early days, so we don't entirely know what it does involve. However, what we do know is that there's potential chances. I won't say definite because, like I said, I don't know yet. But potential chances for JMod interviews, like giveaways and things like that. It's seems pretty exciting.
There's a lot
but
of cool information that they've
yeah,
given us, but as Josh said, nothing's really set in stone yet. They haven't promised anything and said this is guaranteed to happen.
yeah.
But a lot of cool, exciting potential outcomes to us being invited to join this VIP program.
So as it develops, like it's at the point at the moment where there is a forum on, like an official RuneScape forum, and that's got all the members in it.
Yep.
But as it develops, and that will be sure to keep you in the keep you guys in the loop where we're at and where that's headed. So
Absolutely.
hopefully that opens a lot of opportunities for us as well to grow and develop our channel. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty excited, to be honest. I think it's a huge opportunity. Josh and I are really blessed and kind of honored to be in such prestigious company, I guess you could say, something like that at least.
Yeah.
There's quite a few guys on there that I'm sure all of you would have heard of. I'm not going to name any names or anything like that, so we don't give out any details, but I'm sure there's a lot of streamers and YouTube makers that you know well and truly, and to be in that kind of company is kind of cool. Gives you a little buzz. So
Well, sort of, I guess you could say, shows that we are, or hopefully, headed in the right direction as well.
yeah, going down the right
to grow
track.
the channel.
Yeah. So yeah, as Josh said, as we get more information in the future, we'll relay that information onto you guys, and hopefully it's just bigger and better things to come.
Yeah, sounds good, eh?
Yeah, it does. Second thing on the list of magical wonders for this video is the prestige system. Now, I know this has copped a little bit of hate.
Yeah, that's sort of almost an understatement because I think
Yeah.
a lot of you guys, I mean, I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard about or read the initial developers blog about the prestige system.
Just give people a little rundown in case they haven't of what the prestige system was originally going to be.
So, as you know, I didn't read a ton into it, but as far as I was aware, the general idea of it was that you'd get to 99. Once you got to 99, you could reset your XP and get 99 again. So you'd reset to level 1, and then to get to 99 again, I think you had to get double the XP. So it was, say, 13 mil to get 99. Reset, then you've got Prestige 1, level 1. And then you get 26 mil XP to get to 99 again. If you get that 26 mil, reset Prestige 2, then so you got Prestige 2 level 1, get double again, so 52 mil, Reset Prestige 3, 104 mil, Prestige 4. So essentially providing a incentive to train after 99, because at the moment, once you get to 200 mil, obviously, like 13 mil to 200 mil, it's purely about ranks. Like it's, there's no levels gained or anything like that. However, the way it was pretty much said, to the impression that it gave me, and I think it's how they were going to do it, is that if you already had passed, like if you already had 200 mil, you were fucked, to put it bluntly. And that is why the people it was pissing off were the people with 200 mils. Like for myself, I've got 3. I've got some of my friends. One of my friends is front page. He's got 12 or something, and the way I saw it, it's screwing over Jagex's longest playing players.
The reason that it's screwing them over is because if I get 13 mil XP and become first prestige and I'm level 1, I'm higher than you in the top scores if you have 200 mil.
Yeah. And so that's the thing. You can come and get a 99 in a week and your rank is ahead of some guy that's got 200 mil several years ago. So that sort of makes a bit of a joke out of it. They were going to keep the current high scores. However, this prestige was going to be the main high scores. But it copped a lot of shit. And there were a lot of people I talked to that
Dragonstone.
were like a lot of high-ranked players that were, they said if this comes out, I'm just going to finish off a couple of things and then quit, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. They turn around and go, all my, it's all being put to waste. I mean, it's even worse, I would say, than when they took free-to-play players off the high scores.
And that was huge. Like, that got a lot of hate.
Yeah, because with that, it was more... Although, because there are free-to-play players with a lot of XP, so it screwed them over.
Yeah.
But they're inactive players.
Mm-hmm.
So you can sort of see why they'd want to get rid of inactive players, but this case is effectively getting rid of active players off the high ranks. And there was some quote there which was like, we want the highest rank to be the people that... that train the hardest, not the earliest or the quickest, or something like that. But it was a bit of a joke, because I might actually dig up that quote, because that was what something that made me laugh. But
do you know who said it?
It was, I think it was in the original. Hang on. Yeah, I'll just go for a scan and try to find it. I think it was. It was in the developer blog thingy.
Yeah. So the problem I have with it is just that it doesn't give you any benefit to go beyond 99 without prestiging. Like, at the moment, people fight after 99 to get their rank, whereas now, having done that puts you at a disadvantage. For example, for cooking or something like that, right? It's a Bible skill, you spend money on it. But if I've gone over, like if I got up to 150 mil XP, and I'm prestiged, I would have to get up a whole lot, like all that XP to catch anyone else that was in first prestige. Like, it doesn't make sense to me to do something like that where it wastes all your current XP. Like, if you can prestige, it should be like starting from level 1, but you keep your XP or something somehow. So like, and it just makes you level again, but your total XP still counted, but it shows you how many times you've prestiged or something. I don't know.
I found that quote. In the developers blog, it says that due to arrive at RuneScape in November, the high scores table will unlock, and once again the top spot will be occupied by the player who worked the hardest, not the one who got there first. Which sort of makes me laugh, because the person that got there first essentially worked the hardest.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're one and the same. That's the way I see it, and especially more so because it was a lot harder to get 200 mil rune crafting, bloody crafting nature runes or using ZMI than it is now. So
bloody oath, man! Like,
like fire making, 200 mil fire making now, you just stand around and fire, bloody playing with yourself, and it used to be bloody horribly click intensive.
Yeah, was it ever, man? I used to hate fire making with a passion, but now it's one of my most favourite skills because you can actually just sit there and do nothing.
It's ridiculous, but
yeah,
that such is the way that RuneScape's been heading.
Yeah,
but
indeed.
I am glad about them putting it to a poll. The poll is currently 62% against and 38% in favour. Now, for those that are aware, it is 75% was required in favour in order to implement it. So it is safe to say it will not be coming in.
At
However,
the same time, yeah. Okay,
they do say in the poll that there will be opportunities in the near future to share and discuss ideas for alternative features for improving high-level competitive play, but this poll is just for the system described. So they're still working on something else. I was watching a I don't know if it was like an interview with the mod or just a forum article, but they seem to think when they came up with this, from the sounds of it, they thought it was like whoever came up with it, the sun was shining out of their ass. Like it was some brilliant idea, and then it's come out and it's just been shut down. So they thought it was great. So if that is going to happen again, and they come up with another idea that they think is good,
yeah,
I'm sort of
the
like,
next quote-unquote good idea could still be just as bad. Like, their idea of a good idea is just not the same.
And it is meant to be the year of the player as such, so I'm glad that they did put it to a poll.
Yeah. And if they keep putting potential updates to polls, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it, because ideally, if things need 75% or more to come into the game,
it's a good majority.
It's going to be
50%.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Instead of just, if it gets like 55% or something like that, it shows it's got some interest, but not enough that they should implement it.
It's just sad that it's got to the stage where a bad idea gets mentioned like that, and you almost expect that it's going to come out regardless of what the players think.
Yeah.
And that was the attitude with this. People go, look, just chill, it's a developer's blog. But I mean, they said in the developer's blog it was looking to come out in November.
Yeah, which is like a month away. Well,
yeah, so
2 weeks away.
They had planned for it to come out. But obviously, I'm glad they listened to the players. And if they come up with shit suggestions in the future, if they turn around and put it to a poll, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But it's when they come up with shit suggestions and don't care what the players think, that's when you start having problems.
Exactly.
And that's when you start pushing players away. Like, the feedback with this Prestige was, Jagex is screwing over their longest players to try and, like, for what? Are they trying to push players away? They're meant to be bringing them in. Like, it was...
Yeah.
I did not hear a lot of positive feedback, but I could rant all day about that. I was really dark about it.
Oh, I could imagine, man. Like, I'm talking on behalf of the non-200 mil players, which is probably the majority. And it still is the shitty situation. Like, I just don't understand the positive side to the update.
Yeah. See, a lot of people are happy getting... as far as I see it, a lot of people are happy with the way it is. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. People, like, I know a lot of people that aim for max, and once they're max, they're like, cool. Like, they might go for a 200 mil, but you go for the 200 mil to get... Like, God, some of the 200 mils now, like, Dungeoneering, I know over 1,300 people have 200 mil, so you don't really bother with the rank as much.
Yeah.
But it's a milestone of hitting 200 mil.
Yeah, exactly.
Knowing that your XP is not going to change, that your rank is not going to go below a certain number, things like that. Because if I have to turn around and, for whatever reason, if I had to start training DG and things like that again, I'm like, fuck, I trained the skill to get to 200 mil to have that milestone locked in,
And
you'd
have no motivation to continue training a skill that you've already hit 200 million. Like, what? That is stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
You get to 99 in a skill like agility, and all of a sudden you get to 99 and go, fuck, if I could reset and go to Prestige 1 again, but do I want to?
Yeah, like, who would want to do that?
Do I want to get 26 mil for the next 99? But...
Packed at the basic gnome.
Oh, dear.
Goodness.
Whatever. Anyway, we should move on before...
No, I think it's alright. Yeah, a good rat placed well is good.
Oh dear, but
you're right. We will move on.
Actually, just to finish off, put what you think of it in the comments. I'm interested to hear other people's opinions.
Good idea. Yeah. I personally haven't even voted in the poll.
Well, everyone else has voted on your behalf, so
yes. I haven't voted, but if you guys did vote, let us know what you did vote. Yes or no or whatever. Anyway, we'll move on to the next topic. which I'm gonna sneakily give a spoiler to it by zooming in on this part of the screen right here. If Josh doesn't move, you would turn around. Nah, now you get no close up. Josh has got his trim completionist cape back, guys. It is it's official. He worked his butt off, but he got it back.
So, I mean, obviously I haven't done a little vid on it or anything. But yeah, I managed to wrap up 99, which was made a lot easier by, what do you call it, pendants. Like since Square of Fortune came out, all the unassigned pendants I just banked, and then all the recharge gems, so I managed to have a few of those. And then daily challenges and things like that helped a lot, and then Square of Fortune just changes it so much, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, man.
Daily, like you get your daily lamps, and then you've got your what else is there? Tears of Guthics, Troll Invasion, Penguins. I think the other day I got 90k XP without even, like, I did my daily challenge, then some lamps from Square of Fortune, and cashed in a couple of penguins, 90k XP, and I'm like, bloody hell.
Far out.
So it gets a bit ridiculous in that regard, but it makes it easier.
It does.
I'm not a big believer in buying spins, but I am glad that they allowed me to. I'm glad it's there because it sped it up, and from my point of view, I would rather be PVMing and contributing stuff to the channel, whereas with Div, I wanted to get my cape back, and it was sort of like I can just Div to get it done faster, so I can get back into channel related stuff faster.
Yeah.
Or I can half-ass the channel stuff while I try and balance it with Div. And I didn't want to half-ass it, so I pretty much just, like, all I was doing when I was logging on was just Div. So I got that done, and also I did DG tasks were mixed in with that, and then there was also hard mode dungeoneering. So we touched on that, I think, in one of the previous Scape and Listens, because we're looking at behind the scenes.
Yep.
So after the tasks, pretty much the gist of it is, once you complete all your elite up to elite, you get access to hard mode. Hard mode is pretty much all the monsters are pretty much max combat. Every room is considered a guardian door, so you still have your skill doors and your key doors, but you still have to clear everything in the room if you want to open a door. So it's not really like the friend I was doing it with was also 200 mil, so we're not going for XP, we were purely just, we weren't survival prodding, we were just dying all the time.
Yeah.
So it's not hard as such, it just takes a while.
The achievement was finish all 64s, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, and you have to do 1 to 60, like you can't do like normal dungeoneering. If you do 60 twice, and it'll count as 59 and 60.
Yeah.
But it was it took a while. I think the floors would each take, we couldn't do smalls, we're doing mediums, so duo medium take about 10 minutes, so not as bad as, there was a week where there was like a glitch or a bug where you could only do larges, and that would have sucked. But so that's done, that's good. I'm glad to have that out of the way. I got hard mode and Div done on the same day, which was a nice milestone day.
Big time.
But yeah, it's just nice being back into PVM, really. I think Friday night I wrapped it up, and so after that and tonight and last night it's just been PVM. It's been nice.
It is good.
Not having anything else to work towards until the next crazy requirement.
Yeah. Were there any other updates that came out since Divination was released that you had to do for trim, or was that it?
There was just a quest.
Oh, that's
so
right.
So there was the two quests, the Dwarven quest.
Oh, yeah.
So I did the guide on that, Birthright of the Dwarves, where you guys might have got your Incando pickaxe, which acts like a Inferno adds for
mining.
mining.
And smithing, yeah.
And also the most recent quest, which was, God, what was it? Missing Presumed Death or something? And if you guys have done that, it's not a long quest, it's not a hard quest, but you get to see most of the gods, which is pretty cool. I think it is the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the first time you get to see Bandos and Armadil. And of course the quests are voiced, so I actually got told to listen to the voices and for a little bit. It's not usually my thing, but I figured, hey, why not? But it's
That doesn't sound like you, Josh. You're usually one of the guys that just skips straight through.
yeah, I just did it for a little bit, and because if you want to listen to the voices, you can't skip through the chat.
Yeah.
So I listened to I talked to each person to hear what they sounded like, and then just powered through the rest of it. But I think it's like I think I was saying to you last night, Kane. Like I've never been massive on quest storylines,
Yeah.
and I don't like the 6 Age stuff. In all honesty, I don't really follow much of what's going on.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool seeing the gods. Like that's my.
It is
that's
kind of
pretty
badass, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty much my attitude. Like I'm not too fussed about why they're there as much. Like, but when shit gets epic, it's still pretty cool, and they're the gods. So yeah, that sort of that part of it's.
so that was it. A couple of quests, hard mode, DG, and divination, and you managed to smash it all.
Yeah, obviously Div was the big one of that,
Yeah.
but I don't think there was. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. And probably in between that there would have been at least 20 Squirrel of Fortune updates.
Probably.
Solomon's out. Oh, there was oh, it's not a requirement, but the high level trees, like elder trees.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if you've seen those around. I think I've seen one.
I haven't
I don't
seen
know.
them. No, I didn't even know anything about them.
But yeah, they're nothing great. I think they're just made to. I mean, you make better XP obviously, but I imagine they'll take a while to cut as well.
Yeah.
And they're probably not in the bows that you make from the logs aren't probably going to be worth much because there's very superior bows as you can see on Kane's hands.
Yeah, boy.
So it's pretty much, yeah. No.
Enough about you then.
Mm-hmm.
My plans to max. If you guys look down the bottom right of the screen, I'm not sure how big it will be and whether or not you can see it or not. But I'm 71 divination as of right now, very close to 72. And as Josh spoke with whether he was just going to no life kind of divination to get it done as soon as he can to focus on the channel, I'm sort of going to go the other path he spoke of. I'm going to do a lot of divination mixed in with PVM, so I can still be getting videos out. So you can expect the divination vlog from me here and there and stuff like that as I'm training and just trying to speak whatever's on my mind. But at the same time, yeah, it shouldn't affect the other stuff too much. Hopefully I'll just do the divination in my free time and still prioritize putting videos together, such as the PVM stuff we got and any other kind of videos we want to go down. So
Yeah, be good.
that's my plan. It's going to be a slow road to 99, but as Josh said, I do have quite a few cheeky little pendants and gems saved up from the squeal that I can use on divination and give me a bit of a boost.
Yeah, and then you've got Troll Invasion, and like
Yeah.
I said,
So
Tears
much
of Gut.
bonus XP you can get, it's just ridiculous. But it'll still be a climb, like and a grind, because as I said, I'm only basically 72 out of 99, and XP wise, it's only almost 1/13 of the way there. So a long way to go, but the goal is definitely to max again. Technically not as soon as I can, but realistically, while still running the channel as soon as I can. So that's my plan, and after that, as we've said before, the campaign completion series will still be underway. There should be a video of that eventually, and I'll be working on dungeoneering as I get closer and closer, hopefully, to the white version of Josh's cape. There's no way I'm going down the gold path.
yeah,
Rune Longsword.
nice.
So yeah, anything else you want to add, Josh?
Well, they'll probably come up with something as soon as we finish.
Probably.
But
You
I think
always
that
seem to.
Yeah, I think that covered most of the main stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'll just give a little bit of a rundown. We VIP program that we're a part of.
Yep.
Big stuff in the future, hopefully. Should be pretty cool. When we know, you'll know. So we'll let you guys know when we do. Prestige system. Bow bow. We're not too crash hot on that. Congrats to Josh for getting his trim back.
Thanks, sir.
And hopefully I'll have my max cape back in the near future.
Main.
So yeah, that'll wrap this one up. Josh, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching, guys.
So take care.
Bye.